I'm the stat man. Get a bit by the sorry.
So we're still licking our wounds off Wednesday night's narrow defeat to Sheffield United.
We can't be licking our wounds for too long because this league waits for no one. Tomorrow we're at the Stadium of Light against another one of the top 4.
So here it is, our match preview for Saturday's game.
Live at the Stadium of Light, Sunderland versus Luton. Right, so what we're going to cover first, wait, not first, fucking shut up you fat baldy right, so what we're going to cover in this video, we're going to briefly discuss Wednesday night and how it didn't go for us. We also got the draw for the shirt competition, that's going to be coming at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. And also, obviously talking about Luton Town and Sunderland AFC.
We'll kick it off, Stephen, with quickly, briefly talk about Wednesday night against Sheffield United.
Didn't think about that there, did you?
I had to think about that. Right, Stephen, I know you hate talking about it, but we've got to keep talking about it when it becomes so bad. The officiating was absolutely diabolical throughout the full game. Sheffield United, in my opinion, I thought they deserved the win. They were the better team on the night. Some of the football was, the Premier League quality. We couldn't get near them for the first 25 minutes. But listen, going back onto the ref, Stephen, Jesus, I noticed the linesman, right, when we were down next to the south stand. It came off their player. It was blatant. We could see it from the opposite side, and he didn't give it. He gave it the other way. And I just thought, we're going to get done here. And then that offside goal, Stephen, though.
When the free kick went in, and I even said on our vlog, I thought it was just bad defending and Patterson being badly positioned. But I wasn't until I got home and I was saying it that obviously they were offside, and that's why Patterson was out of position, because he was preempting the runs off the offside players. So yeah, it should have counted. I mean, and the fact that, but I mean, it's okay because we don't mind now, do we? What? Because the officials apologised to Sunderland after the game, so it's fine.
That's all right. Forget about it.
I said it before. Sheffield United were the better team. There were some of the football they played was a joy to watch. It was like some of the passing was like watching a freaking prime Barcelona. It was unreal. So the result you can't really whinge too much about. However, the way we got the result against us, yes, it's officials again.
It's a salty taste in your mouth, because if it was decent, if it was normal officiating, then maybe we could have got a point from that game. But then again, some might say Hume was lucky to be on the pitch.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's what happens.
So, it's...
But then also that tackle on O'Neill.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
It's
my Luke.
The handball decision as well, that's another thing. You said you missed that one as well, and you watched the vlog back what we're doing.
It doesn't really matter whether it's accidental, but in the Champions League, that's a penalty.
I didn't realise it was a handball until I watched the vlog. But also at the same time, we were sitting in a perfect position to see it first time, and I didn't see it first time. The referee was behind, so there's no chance of the referee spotting that one.
No, you could let him off for that one. But like I say, if you had VAR in the Championship, the officials, when we get comments of opposition supporters on the videos and that, and they didn't have a go at me and him because we're always going on about the referees. But listen, I guarantee you, we're not the only club that whinges about referees.
Oh no, the refereeing across the whole of the Championship is terrible.
It's
not just against us. Just obviously, you always notice the decisions against your own team more. But we do know that every team's getting shit decisions. Right. I mean, there's a few Sheffield United fans I've spoken to, and even they've said that they've admitted that they got the rub of the grade off the officials on Wednesday, but they're saying, but it makes a change from them normally being penalised and things like that. So look, we know it happens to everybody. So we're not just saying for you people who's going to get in the comments and say, oh, Sunderland always wins about the refs. All teams get the shit refs because all the referees in the Championship are shit.
But in any way, Stephen, we forgot to give a man of the match for Sunderland. I would have given it a Luke 09 because there was a few times I turned to you in the game and that was Luke again, and you turned around and went, he's amazing.
Well, he is, for me,
he was class today.
The person I was going to give it to, not that it makes any difference, but mate was Mitchell. I think that was. I think Mitchell's performance on Wednesday. I think that was the best he's played overall in the Sunderland game. I think, like I said, you said it on Wednesday night. I'd buy him now. Don't bother waiting until the end of the season. Just buy him. He's mint.
Right. Another thing I've seen on social media that Geldhart got 5 out of 10 apparently, Stephen.
Nah, that's wrong as well. I thought he played well.
5 out of 10.
He never had any chances in front of goal.
Nah.
And his work rate was tremendous. He was nipping in front of the defenders, getting the ball, holding the ball up well, passing it and trying to create things. People, look, you can write nasty comments. I'm not going to mention names, but there's too many people who's narrow-minded. Oh, he's a centre forward. He needs to be scoring goals. He needs to be doing this. It doesn't fucking matter who scores them. It's a team game. You know what I mean? So Geldhart's work rate and his off-the-ball movement has been brilliant.
This is our first season in the Championship, right? We're in 12th. we're 12th. Some of them have only played 3 games in a row, never mind 30. That's why Ahmad didn't start, because he got burnt out a little bit and he had to be rested. Some fans expected back-to-back promotions. God knows why, because the majority of us, even me, would have been happy to consolidate. When we got 6th, I can see where a few supporters, you know, we didn't strengthen in the January window, but there's reasons behind that. No, I'm on your side.
No,
you know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
sick of hearing January transfer window.
It's happened, it's been, it's gone. The lads are performing, they're competing. Listen, man, we've smashed Millwall in the top 6, 3-0. We've beat Norwich away in the top 6. We've took points off Watford. Who else is there, Stephen, in the top 6? Blackburn we've beat. People need to chill out a bit, man. We're competing in a really hard league, and we're still not a million miles away from the top 6.
You just catch your breath.
I'll skip your
Moving
breath.
on to Luton, I'll get the usual boring stats out of the way. So far this season, the 4th in the table, which, by the way, I don't think they're getting enough credit for. Me and him are included in this, by the way, which I haven't spoken to him about this yet. But even we've just been keep on mentioning that Middlesbrough's on Sheffield United's back. Middlesbrough's chasing them. Middlesbrough's doing this. Luton's only 1 point behind Middlesbrough.
There's 7 points up, aren't there?
Luton's more than capable of pinching second spot as well. So
exactly.
they're kind of like a sleeping giant. They're not causing much hype. They're just like slithering away, just minding their own business,
putting
just
points on the board,
just getting the job done.
Well, they've won 4, Stephen, out of the last 5. They've scored only 6 goals though, and conceded 2.
Kind of fucking pissing on me stats here, like.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking Gary. I'm the stat man.
They've conceded.
I'm the stat man. Sorry.
They've kept 4 clean sheets. I'm sorry. I apologise for interrupting your stats. They've kept 4 clean sheets as well.
Well, you might as well say the rest. No, right, they've won 17, they've drew 12, and they've lost 8. There's only one team in the league who's lost less games than Luton this season, and that is Burnley, believe it or not. They've got 63 points, they've scored 45 goals, and they've conceded 34. Defensively, they are brilliant. They've got the 3rd best defence in the league. Only defence is better is Sheffield United and Burnley. But they don't score that many goals. But they still get the job done. Like Paul rudely said, yes, in the last 5 they've won 4, they've drew 1. But in the last 9 of their last 10 games, they've only scored 1 goal. 4 of their last 5 games, they've won 1-0. So they're like the 1-0 masters. They don't concede much, but they didn't score much either. But yet they're still getting the job done. They are a good team. And listen, they've got the best away form in the league.
Stephen, I totally agree with you on that point now. Like, they're definitely underestimated.
They are.
They are. You just think they've gone about the business. In last season, they finished 6th. And the season before, they finished 12th. So they're progressing year on year on year. And like you say, what they're now 4th, Stephen?
The 4th, they're not too far away from 2nd.
But like the goal scorers, I know you want to mention them, so I'll let you mention them.
Carlton Morris and Elijah Adebayo. Carlton Morris is a real threat for them. He's got 16 goals this season and he's got 5 assists. And Elijah Adebayo's got 7 goals and 3 assists. And I think another one of the ones that let me mention, he's only got 2 goals, but he's got 4 assists, and that's Jordan Clark.
Other than the main striker and Adebayo, the rest of them haven't really chipped in with many goals. Like, you've got the odd 3, and then it drops away, and you have to go.
Yeah.
So if we can isolate that threat.
Well, if you look at that, they've got 45 goals this season in the league, and 23 of them have been scored by 2 players.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what I mean.
So if we can keep Morris quiet and Adebayo quiet, they are going to struggle to score goals, but they struggle to score them in any way.
I know how to keep Carlton Morris quiet. Luke, get the job done.
Alright, clean, tack him up, mate. That's the only way you're going to stop him.
Give him a kiss.
But no, like I'm going to give credit, really loads of credit to Luton. I think they're doing really well. I remember the season we drew 1-1 with them in League One. That very season, when we drew, we were having a bad run. They went up and got promoted, and they've stayed in the Championship ever since.
Yeah.
So they're a proper Championship consolidated team. You know what I mean? They've been in there a few years now. They know the ins and outs of it. And like you say, they're just putting points on the board, going about the business, and they've managed to get 4 clean sheets.
And they're getting not only they're getting the job done, they've got the best away form in the league, like I said, which doesn't bode well for us. Benoe, we're shit at home, and they're the best away team in the league, and we've got them at our place tomorrow. So hey, everyone's looking forward to this one.
Right, moving on to Saturday then, Stephen. Sunderland. How would you go about this one? What changes would you made, if any?
I think there will be changes made. I do. I mean, like you said, Ahmad's been training today. If he does make changes, I'll tell you what, I don't want Bar to be dropped.
No, definitely
not. I think Bar did really well against Norwich, and he played really well on Wednesday night as well.
I
don't know.
Then what do you do?
Nobody knows what changes are going to be made.
Would you drop Geldart and put Ahmad up top?
No, because Ahmad's a midfielder, like an attacking midfielder. Look, I'm sure Mowbray's got his ideas of what he's going to do. I think he will start Gelhardt. You just don't know what options he's going to go with. But like I say, Ahmad's back, Pritchard's back. Luke O'Nien limped off on Wednesday, but he's going to be fine, because of course he is, because he's hard as nails. Look, I am expecting a couple of changes, not too many, maybe 1 or 2, if that. Or maybe just changes on the bench, I do not know. But I think our game plan will be probably similar as what it has been the last couple of games. Like I say, we knew these 4 games, Norwich, Sheffield United, Luton and Burnley, 4 hard games to have off the bounce. They're all battling for promotion. 3 of them battling for the automatics.
No. In spells against Sheffield United, I thought Sunderland were doing really well.
Oh, we were.
They held their own. I thought Roberts, my God, some of his skill when he was nutmegging players and leaving them for dead, man. It was a joy to watch. Then you've got Clark on the opposite side as well, trying to make things happen, and he's always a threat. The midfield, Mitchell, for me, he's got to start 100%. I thought he was outstanding against Sheffield United.
I wouldn't be surprised if he started the same team.
Aye, more or less.
Started the same team, because there's no one to change really. Bar, if Bar gets up, I'll feel extremely sorry for him, because he hasn't done anything to
deserve being dropped.
Of course
he hasn't. Some of his play was mint. Like I thought, pass the ball, and
his ball for Mitchell's goal was class.
The ball stuck to his feet. His ball retention was class. They couldn't get near him.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I say in spells. Stephen, I've probably gone with the same lineup, and I think that's what Mowbray might do.
And then bringing Ahmad and Pritchard off the bench, they're not bad options to have coming off the bench, are they?
Definitely not.
I just hope the atmosphere, I mean, the fans have got a big part to play. The atmosphere was very flat on Wednesday night, but normally is on night games. The Saturdays is normally better atmosphere, so hopefully the sun will be shining like it is now. And we really get started early, get an early goal, get the crowd behind them, and then spur us on to getting them 3 points.
Right, on Saturday I'll be doing a live stream of the game. Stephen, you will be where?
I'm going to my 20th anniversary of Optelic, which was when the British Army and the Americans invaded Iraq for the first time in 2003. It's a big regimental get-up. It starts tonight, so I'm going to get ready after this, and it continues on over tomorrow, so unfortunately I'll not be there. But I will be watching the match in a pub in Newcastle, celebrating in front of all them bastards.
That would be class. It would be class if you get on video.
I'll get a couple of videos,
I was going to say it. I'll put on for everybody to see. But anyway, before we announce the winner of the shirt, Stephen, score predictions.
Right, well, before we give our score predictions, I think, listen, I wasn't happy that we got beat, but I did predict that we would lose 2-1. So that now puts me 5-1.
Oh, didn't say 5-1. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Shit. That puts us, Stoke against Sunderland ahead. I think it's looking pretty good that I've got this nailed on this season. So there will be a poll coming out on a future live stream to discuss Paul's punishment. Now, unless he manages to pull a remarkable comeback, which would, let's be honest, he's got 1 right all season, so it's not going to happen. No. So Paul, seeing as though you're chasing still, you can go first.
Right, Luton, like you say, Stephen, the best informed team in the league at the minute, especially away from home. They didn't concede. Yes, they don't score many, but they still managed to get the win. I'm going to go for Sunderland 1, Luton 1. Is that what you're going to pick?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike, Steve.
I'm going to go Sunderland 2, Luton 0.
Jesus H. I'm not going to say the rest because it's blasphemy. You can't even kill us.
There's me notes off, but we didn't need them anymore. I'm going to go Sunderland 2-0. You know what it is? All week I've been saying, look, they're the best away team, we should at home, we haven't got a chance. Right. And just suddenly now, I've just had an epiphany, and I've just thought, you know what it is?
A light bulb moment.
Aye. No, Sunderland 2, Luton 0.
Do you know what? I'd come 5-1 down. I'm not bringing this back. It's impossible. I'll be happy if we get 2-0. I don't care. Right, and anyway, that's it. Time to announce the hat.
Oh, right. The
hat, man. Say.
Right, hold on. I just need to get our...
So the winner...
Oh, you bugger. See, we've got all the names in there. He's got all the names written down. Do you want to show the list of names, just so all the names that's in the hat?
No.
No? Okay, right. We'll mix these up. Didn't look.
No, I'll show what
By the way, can I point out, he hasn't got my name in there, even though I got the score right.
He's not getting it. Another thing, we'll show you a couple after, so you know we're not cheating. Right.
Why would we cheat? We can't win it.
And the winner is... I know that, but you know what people are like. This one here. Oh, Paul Jacques. He's a channel member.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Yeah. Please accept it, because a lot of people didn't accept them. They say,
Paul Jacques has won. It could have been Scott, but it wasn't.
That's shocking.
It could have been I. Smith, but it wasn't. It could have been Alan Robinson, but it wasn't. See, there was other names in there, but well done, Paul Jacques, for winning the Ajax 3 Birds black shirt. It will be, get in touch with Paul via Instagram or whatever messaging service you want, and he'll get that shirt sent out to you.
No, that's about it then. Steve?
Pretty much, aye.
Hit the thumbs up.
Subscribe if you're new. Oh, we're the lads.